What's up, everyone? It's Alicia here. Des Moines Challenge 2022 has concluded, and what a final round we had on both sides, FPO and especially MPO side. But we're gonna, as always, start from the FPO side, which was generally going to be, can Eveliina and others catch up with Kristin Tattar? And the short answer is no, they didn't. This was a Kristin Tattar show from the beginning, and it was just that up until the end also. Kristin led throughout the Des Moines Challenge and just dominated the FPO side. And that's dangerous for the rest of the FPO lineup, because the Worlds is next weekend. And Kristin Tattar has showed that she can battle for the win and for the World Championship. Kristin Tattar won. That was no surprise to anybody. She played really well. Again, round 2 was a bit of a slump for her, but the round 1 was more than enough to carry her to the victory. Eveliina Salonen played okay. This was her first American tournament in a while, and this was a great rehearsal for the next weekend, which is the Worlds. And Eveliina, if she can get her putting going, I know I sound like a broken record saying this all the time. If she gets her putting going, she will be the best in the world. There's no one like Eveliina from the T in the FPO side. Eveliina is by far the best FPO player from the team, but one of the worst from the putting, circle 1 and circle 2. But no, well, not one of the worst, but definitely the worst from the top players of the FPO. Macie Velediaz, congratulations for your 3rd placement. Macie played a really good tournament. Like, considering almost every single top player was competing, so getting 3rd is an achievement, and I congratulate. Macie played like really consistent. Not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of highlight reel shots or putts, but she played a consistently good game. That was enough for 3rd placement. Kat Mertsch rose from the 5th place to 4th on the last round and is now placed 4th. And Paige Pierce continued playing badly, in my opinion. This was the 2nd tournament in a row, which is a bad timing as any, because the Worlds is next weekend, and this was 2nd tournament in a row that Paige Pierce underperformed. This is funny saying that Paige Pierce played badly, considering Paige was 3rd last tournament and 5th this tournament. But we are talking about Paige Pierce, one of the all-time best players ever. I know I'm asking a lot, but well, we're talking about Paige Pierce again. And there was a lot of like underperforming players like Missy Gannon, Valerie Mandujano, Catherine Allen. So there are a lot of alarms before the next weekend, which is the Worlds. I'm anxious to see who's gonna take it, because, well, I'm hoping as a European that either Kristin Tattar or Eveliina Salonen will take it, and they are in my top 5. I'm gonna make a separate video about my predictions to the Worlds, but I can say now that I think this tournament's number 1 and number 2, which is Kristin Tattar and Eveliina Salonen, will probably be in the top 5 in the Worlds if they have their game face on the next weekend. But we'll see about that. Here's the final part from Kristin Tattar and also the interview. And we're going to jump after that to the MPO side.
Up, Eveliina Salonen. And for the 3rd time on the Elite Series this year, Kristin Tattar, your champion here in Des Moines.
Obviously, we have the World Championships coming up. You haven't finished any worse than 3rd place this year. Again, this is your 3rd Elite Series victory this season, so you're pretty much considered the favorite next week. With that said, how does it feel to play so well now going into that tournament?
Definitely a confidence booster, but previous victories don't matter anything. It's going to be a new tournament, new conditions, new challenge, so I try not to think about it.
And last question for you, are you going to get straight to Emporia after today, or are you going to take a couple of days off to rest?
I'm going to head over there tomorrow. I'm still going to go watch Silver finish his round, and then we're just going to chill out here for the evening.
Well, fantastic week. Congratulations and good luck next week.
MPO side, oh my god. I watched it live. I streamed it live also, like a watch party. And people who normally doesn't watch disc golf were also on the edge of their seats watching the battling between Robert Burridge and Simon Lizotte. And no offense to anybody else on the final round, but the final round was summed up between those two players. And Kevin Jones played an awesome final round, rose to third. Evan Smith played worse than the previous 2 rounds, and that's the reason why he's also third. Paul Mcbeth played a horrendous final round, and he's tied 16th. So his card to round 2 was all for nothing. I'm sorry, Paul, but you're a 5-time world champion. You can take the criticism. Other than that, like, you can check the final round, and you can check the stats. There were a lot of people playing good, but we're gonna focus up with 2 main characters of the final round, which is Robert Burridge and Simon Lizotte. My God, it was intense. Like, there were many times, because you have to remember it was past midnight where I live when I was watching it, and when the clock was 2 a.m. and it was still going, I was like, okay, I need to go to sleep. But then it was tight, so I didn't want to go to sleep. And then it went to playoffs, and I was like, oh my fucking God, this is going to be great. And it was great. I actually thought in the first hole of the playoffs that Simon blew it because of the second shot. But luckily for Simon, Robert Burridge didn't get the birdie putt. So they went to the second hole and the third hole. And then they went to hole 18. And that was the perfect hole to end it all. But I can't be happy how it ended, because Robert Burridge almost went OB because of a tree stump in the ground, and he got an unlucky bounce from that. But at the end of the day, Simon just played it better. And congratulations, Simon, for winning it. So Simon Lizotte was number 1, Robert Burridge was number 2, and there were 4 players tied for number 3, which was Emerson Keith, Kevin Jones, Joel Freeman, and Evan Smith. And the final round was probably, I will now say, this was the best final round in the season between Simon Lizotte and Robert Burridge. But yeah, there were times when I thought that Simon was, the nerves were getting to Simon on the final round, but lucky for all of us, he managed to pull through, and we got an excellent final round and an intriguing and exciting playoff. And what a perfect ending for the tournament, and I'm so happy that Simon bounced back to the top, and just in time for the Worlds. And funny fact, the Europeans took the championship of Des Moines. How about that? Kristin Tattar, Estonia, and Simon Lizotte, Germany. I recommend everybody to watch the final round. It's intense battling, and if there was ever like any reason to try and sell this to like big channels, like sports channels, just send them the last round of Des Moines 2022 between Robert Burridge and Simon Lizotte. Edge of the seat, excitement throughout the round and throughout the playoffs also. Fucking incredible. Sorry for swearing, but I'm just emphasizing my point here. I hope this continues to the Worlds, which is next weekend, and I hope it's gonna be ever so more tight and a close battle between players in the Worlds, and I don't hope a landslide of any sort. This was my recap of the final round of the Des Moines Challenge. Congratulations to Kristin Tattar and Simon Lizotte for the champion, for winning the Des Moines Challenge. You deserved it well. You know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you get notified when I upload new videos. It's gonna be a video about my predictions about the Worlds and why I predict certain things. I'm gonna say that my number 1 pick for the MPO side is gonna blow your mind, but you'll see. It's gonna come out in a day or 2. Where I go through everything. Leave a comment down below who's gonna take the World Championship, both sides, FPO and MPO. There's gonna be the final part of Simon and an interview. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.
Simon Lizotte for the win at the 2022 TrueBank Des Moines Challenge. And he does it. Simon Lizotte, a 3-time champion on the Pro Tour in 2022.
TrueBank Des Moines Challenge presented by Disc Golf champion Simon Lizotte.
Simon Lizotte birdied 8 of the final 9 holes that he played today.
He claimed earlier in the year that he didn't know when he could do this again, and now he's done it twice since then. Lizotte, the 3-time Pro Tour champion in 2022.
Way to go. Congratulations.
Right here, guys. Right here.
That's the CEO of True Bank.
Here we go.
Presenting sponsor, or title sponsor, I should say.
In unbelievable fashion.
Simon, it's your third Elite Series victory this year. I'm going to let you catch your breath a little bit. First off, look at all these people around you that have been chanting your name all week. What do you have to say to these people?
It's almost like too nice. Like, Iowa has been just such a treat. I think it's my first time here ever playing disc golf, and I felt super welcome. Thank you. And I was throwing the disc so much better than all of us. So I was like, if he's going to win, he totally deserved it. He got screwed on this freaking tree stump right there. I want to get rid of that just for him because that was rude. I hate when that kind of stuff happens, but that's part of the game. But no, huge shout out to him. He was an amateur last year, so that was an unbelievable battle.